Well, today on Nation Window Cleaners Podcast, we're talking all about 2025 and how to make it amazing for you. What are you going to do? I have like 5 ideas that could change your business. So let's get to it. If you're a window cleaner, stay tuned to WCR Nation. What's up, everybody? Jersey here from windowcleaner.com, and you are here. So go ahead. If it's your first time here, have a look around. Hopefully you enjoy the show. If it's not your first time here and you've been here a whole bunch, then thank you for coming back and being awesome. It's pretty much that easy. So today we're talking about 2025. By the way, happy 2025. I probably am not the first person to say that to you, but this is the first show of 2025. It's crazy. 2025. That's nuts. But this time of year, we kind of take the last 2 weeks off. It's okay because the year kind of fades out. You got a lot of things going on, and everybody's kind of got their brain on something else. And a lot of companies kind of just like, these last 2 weeks kind of phone it in. And that's totally cool. But starting fresh, now it's time to buckle down. Now is the time where the big businesses or the businesses that have incredible growth work the hardest. Right now. You're like, yeah, window cleaning company, I'm in Wisconsin or something, and I am not going to be working really hard now because it's January, and it's cold, and I can't do anything. Wrong. You can't clean, possibly, but you can do a lot of stuff. And I have 5 things for you to do this year, in 2025, that will change your world. They'll change your business. And before I even tell you those things, make the promise. Like, let's help each other be better. Like, I'm going to tell you these things right now. Just be like, yeah, you know what? I have 12 months, 365 days to do this stuff. I can do 5 things. 5 things? Okay. If you do those 5 things, I'm telling you, your business will explode. And just some of the stuff, we talked about some of it and kind of poked on some of these pieces, but when you get to doing your winter stuff, you have time to think about everything that's going to be happening for the rest of the year. And when you lay out what's going to be happening or changing or you're doing or you're whatever, that's where change happens. That's where change is made. Big time in winter because we have time to do the things we're not going to do, right? Okay. Anyway, let's jump in to the 5 things that I think you should do. And the first 2 are something that will cost you money. The other 3 are free. Okay? They just take effort, which you have. The first one's going to be a wrap. Now, I'm not talking about the, awesome way that of singing. No, I'm talking about a vehicle wrap. And here's the thing: the difference between a small graphic and a vehicle wrap is astronomical. We're like, yeah, well, it's like $3,000. It's like $5,000. Whatever that price is. Get it quoted a couple places, and people are just not quite sure. There's a lot of it. Ask somebody who's wrapped their vehicle right if they do it again. 1,000%. Because think, even if it is $3,000, heck, even if it's $5,000, how many customers in your average ticket would it take to get that money back? What's your average ticket? You got $3,000 for a wrap, we'll say. Well, you know what? We'll go crazy. We'll say 5. Again, depending on where you're going, what you're doing, how big of a wrap, all that stuff. I get it. Just using numbers to make this math make sense. But say your average ticket's $300. Okay? It's pretty low. Your average ticket's going to be way more than that. That's 16 people. You need 16 people to see your vehicle. and book a job. Now, if you don't think that's going to happen month one, I don't know what's going on. How many new people from seeing a wrap done right come in, hire you? I mean, even if every week you get one person, just one person, you're driving your vehicle, like, gosh, window cleaning, yeah, give them a call. One person every week, just one. That's 52 customers a year. Just one. And those 52 are based off of the average price of, again, $300. You're at $15,600 if just one person a week sees it. What happens if one of those people is a large commercial property? What if they're a property manager? What if they have this $100,000 a year contract they're looking for somebody to clean? It absolutely changes for you. I know that your small door decal or your magnet, you worked hard, you like it, it's better than nothing. I hear that all the time. It's true, but I don't want to be better than nothing. I want to be better than I was yesterday. Wraps cost you some money, but they will pay you back in just incredibly. How long is a wrap on a vehicle? You get a good wrap, you get 5 years. We'll say 3 years. Scratches, maybe we'll 3 years. If you're getting $16,000 worth of new people every year for even 3 years, does that make sense? Does it make sense just for the brand recognition? Not even if people call you off of the car, but when you show up to a job, they go, dang, XYZ window washing is like, they're legit. The wraps are absolutely incredible. Yes, it costs you money, but if you don't have a wrap, you're like, yeah, but I got graphics. Not talking about that. I'm talking about a full color wrap, but not nonsense. Don't fill words. We want to bring the smarkle back. No, stop. Your logo, window cleaning, giant letters, phone number, web address. That's it. Done. But I also do gutter. Don't. You're not muddying up the vehicle. I want the message to be seen. One word, window cleaning. One phrase. That's all. The people who mess up are the ones that have their wrap and it's awesome, it's super colorful, and they go, window cleaning, pressure washer, roof cleaning, gutter cleaning. Oh, I reach more people that way. No, you don't, because no one's reading that. It's a flash for somebody to see it, understand, and want to hire you, or at least even trigger that. Wraps will do that, and it is a reoccurring chart or reoccurring customer getter thing. That alone brings you money, not to mention everything else. Plus, and I've done this and I've been this and I felt bad, but I've had multiple times where I went to a project that was a very big project, right? We're on site, we're walking through, there's 3 companies because they have to have 3 beds, there's 3 window cleaning. Hey guys, how are you? Shake hands, I know everybody. We show up, all of our trucks are parked in front. The one that is the cleanest with the full color wrap looks professional. The other guy just shows up in like a white truck or a car with a magnet. You lost right away. Because they instantly think that if you don't have that on your vehicle, if you're, again, a magnet sign, then you're a temporary business. I don't want to hire a temporary business, right? But it costs money. Wraps are absolutely amazing and critical, I think. Critical. Some of you, again, every time I talk about wraps, is like, well, I've been in business for 20 years and I just have a white van and no name at all. And I totally get that. But do you think that you would have been able to grow faster or larger having had that? See, just because you do things a different way does not mean it was the best way, right? Wraps are absolutely incredible. It is the second most money you can make back on an investment. is a wrap, because it's just, you're always everywhere you are. It's just brand recognition. Then that means when somebody's searching for something, even if they don't pull it off the vehicle, they subliminally recognize that. But the number one thing you can do to boost things for your business, just incoming and new customers, absolutely the most amazing thing you can do by far, and there's not even anything close, is SEO. I talk about that all the time. And SEO, it's expensive. It's hundreds of dollars a month. Yes, it is an ongoing thing, but how much money does that bring you? You're telling me that for your SEO dollars and your average ticket, you got to have 2 customers a month. Find your listing on Google and hire you. 2, just to pay it. Now, if you only have 2 people, you've done something terribly wrong. Like, the number one source of new business to you will be your SEO, your rankings, what they find online. Unless you go and upset the Google gods, SEO will help you rank for all of the crawlers on every search platform, and people will come because of that. If they search, window cleaning near me, and you're the first one, guess who they're calling first? You cannot at all argue me the fact that almost all of your customers are finding your information online. That's just what happens. There's people who will do referrals, right? XYZ window cleaning, they're great. We had them do our windows. You should get them. Yeah, okay. Sometimes people come. Sometimes people still will check your website out just to see. But I'm talking not referrals. I'm talking about new business that came to you cold. How do they search you? How do they find you? If you want to find something right now, what do? You go to your search engine and you type it in. That's what SEO does, is it allows people to find you that way. And that's crazy. That is something that people just don't have, is SEO. They go, well, it's expensive. Or it's winter, I don't have the money. That's not how SEO works. Don't stop SEO. Don't do like partial SEO. Don't do any of those things. Just do it right. It's a cost of business, in my opinion. To have yourself ranking always makes sense. Always makes sense. So do that. Monk SEO is who I talked about, but any good company. The problem with SEO is there's so much fake garbage out there that you end up having so much crap that it makes all of it seem like crap. So find a good company. I've used Monk. I know a lot of people who use Monk. Like, they're amazing. But find a good company. It just, don't hire the $29 will get you on the first page. They're not going to. No one's doing that. It is not $29. They're not actively doing anything in SEO. So hire a good company. But it costs money. Now remember, in the beginning of the show, you promised me that you would do these things. So far, we got a wrap and SEO. Those are the 2 money things. Man, all right. I'm going to invest in my company. It's going to pay me back tenfold. Sweet. Let's get on to some free ones. If you're small, well, heck, if you're any business, you have to hire. Now, I know you're like, well, I don't have, it's winter. I know. But hiring is not I need to hire right today because I have these jobs I have to do tomorrow. That's not hiring. That's panicking. Hiring is finding staff or techs just ongoing. When somebody's available, you find them, you still have to screen them, you have to put the ad out, you have to split test the ad. You want to see if an ad does well or does not. Like, sometimes people are like, oh, I did this ad and I only got 3 people. My market or no, your ad sucks. This is the same thing as anything. There's, try to search how many people are in your town on, Monster. Thousands probably. It's not an instant thing. It is a long time to do that because you have to put the thing out. You have to find the people. You have to do the interviews with the people. Then when you decide, okay, yes, somebody's coming in, I'm going to bring them in. I'm going to train them, see how they do in the field, how they do with everything. That takes time. You don't want to wait until spring rush. Oh my gosh, it's here. I got to hire. I just got to hire. Too late. You're going to have a crappy hiring experience. You're going to hire somebody you don't want to hire because you're rushing it. You're also going to not be able to train somebody properly. So now they're going to do bad, work. And because they do bad work, the people think you do bad work. And now your company's not getting the repeat business. Hiring takes time. Now, I'm not saying the first week of January is time to hire. I'm saying let's get things in order. Let's get things in. If it's your first time, you've never hired, 2025 is the year you're going to hire. You're going to hire somebody this year. The economy is going to be fantastic this year. There is really, really just good and great projections for everything. And even if you have people, you've already promised me you're going to hire at least one person this year. But we got to get that in. We got to figure out the where we're going to hire. We got to figure out what the ad looks like. We got to figure out who we're trying to hire, like how we're putting that out there. We have to do that, screen people. It's a huge thing. ABH, always be hiring. If you take something away, that is big. Because the other piece is, I just need one helper. Great. Well, if you're doing all the other things, you're growing at such a pace, you have to hire to keep up with the growth. One person can only do 40 hours a week in work. Yeah, I know you could probably do 50. You know what I'm saying? There's a cap. And if you're cool with the cap, then fine. You've finished. You did it. You have a great job. But if you're trying to grow just exponentially, yeah, then you need to hire so that when the work comes in, you get the work. You're actively doing all these other things to get the work, and they come in, you can just do the work. Could you do right now twice what you did? Could you add another $500,000 worth of work to your year? No, not right now. There's a lot of things I got to do, of course. So hiring is one of them. Hiring is a big one. But you already promised me you were going to do it, so... You know what else you promised me? You promised me? Is that I could be your rep for windowcleaner.com, getting your supplies. This is a shameless plug. I know. And that was a horrible segue, but but I need orders. I need to put in your orders because that's how I make money, how I live, and how I can do all these cool things that I do, like talk to my camera in my office by myself. It's because of people like you that let me put your orders in. Big or small, it doesn't matter. Literally, you just be like, hey, Jersey, my cart is full and ready. All you do is click save this cart. You can even name it Jersey is ugly, and I can find it that way. And my number is 862-312-2026. That's a cell. Call me, text me. Please, I would love to put your orders in. I would love nothing more than to do that. Well, I would also love for you to get a subscription to the American Window Cleaner magazine. It's awcmag.com. Start the new year with a new you. You're going to be huge this year. You're going to be just nerding out. You're going to be like in the industry. You're taking this thing seriously. Get the magazine. There's articles, pictures, stickers. There's everything for you to submerge yourself in business. Go to awcmag.com, get the subscription, and I see when you get your subscription. So high five to you people. Oh, one other real quick thing. Version 4 of the Cool Kid sticker is here. So if you want a limited edition Cool Kid sticker, literally the only thing that you have to do is just tell me, hey, I want a Cool Kid sticker. Usually put them in there anyway. But you'll get that. And I also have Team One Clip shirts. I have a couple of those left also. So if you place an order with me, tell me you want a free Cool Kid shirt. If I got them, I'll hook you up. Just tell me your size. Anyway. Back to it. By the way, shameless plug works. But do put that out there, and everybody is like, it's annoying that you have to say it every time. But every single week, somebody new comes to me or existing people, and they're like, "Hey, I was listening to this episode and it was great. Thank you. Here's an order." Like, that's freaking awesome, amazing. In fact, so thank you anyway. Another thing to do. In 2025, we're changing the game. We're changing this business. We're going to look back at the end of this year and be like, dang, what happened? And one of the things is add-ons. Now, before I go into add-ons, let me tell you this. A jack of all trades is a master of none, but there are services that are really, really close paired. If you're a window cleaner, you need to do pressure washing. If you're a pressure washer, you need to do window cleaning. I think those two things, absolutely 100% confident that they are connected. Because if you're doing a house wash, I can add on window cleaning. That's my finishing thing. I could add $100, $150 to every ticket just by going back over it with Waterfed. If you're not doing that, what happens when I do your windows and you're like, oh, do you do pressure washing? Because you've been asked. And you say, no, we don't. Just window cleaning. And they go, okay, great. Let me hire a pressure washer. We'll schedule it together so I know when the windows. Well, now you're waiting around for who knows how long. But what happens when they call a pressure washing company and they're really nice? And they go, oh, you want to schedule this with your window cleaning? We actually do window cleaning also. And we can get it all done at the same time. You don't have to worry about it. We'll do the planning. We'll get it all done. And you only have to write one check instead of bouncing back and forth. Do you think that any of those people will say yes? Yeah. Adding on a service that makes sense like that is huge. If you have ladders on your truck, gutter cleaning is a great one. Because guess what? While you're up there, we get that all the time. It's a great pairing. If you're a company that only does water fed, maybe you're not going to be doing gutters. Maybe you're getting into a gutter vac, which gutter vacuums are phenomenal for the right gutters. It's a tool. If you have dry, crunchy leaves that, just there, they don't work great. But any sloppy gutters, gutter vacs are amazing. Maybe those add-ons make sense to you. Screen repair. Maybe scratch removal is your big one this year, which you can make so much money in scratch removal. The system, by the way, like a glass renew is like $3,800. The full kit is expensive, but man, it's so good. Not only is it an insurance policy for you, but it is something that you can charge really good money for. And it's a phenomenally, I never want to say easy, but a phenomenally nice thing to add on. I like doing it. It's fun. But if you want to do add-ons, you're like, well, I'm going to do vehicle painting or lawn care. Okay, wait. We're not just adding on things, because a laser can go farther than a floodlight, right? We got to focus on something. But we can focus on a core. My core has always been exterior cleaning services. So I do roof cleaning, house washing, window cleaning, down to the concrete hardscapes. I can do the whole thing. That's a pairing. That's my wheelhouse. If I do all that, and I also pick up dog poop, well, I don't want the guy picking up my dog poop to clean my windows, right? Like, you have to think about what makes sense, not just to make on, because you could go sell balloon animals and make money. That's not what we're doing. We're not just looking for things to make money. We're looking for things to make our business bigger, right? And add-ons are one of those. People usually, I don't say usually, a lot of times people are hesitant on add-ons because they don't want to do a bunch of other stuff, or they're on the opposite side and they do too many add-ons. And in the beginning, that's fine, because you're like, hey, somebody's willing to pay me to do this thing. But here's the real truth of it is what company are you? What kind of company are you? Now, when you look at things, there are companies on the giant scales. It's like Kawasaki. They make motorcycles, but they also make pianos. You're like, but it's different. They're separate pieces. In your company, what do you do? And the big piece to it is if you can have a core, then people still know anything in the core, they go to you. If you just do everything, like we train horses and we, detail cars and we wash windows and if you do all those and no one knows you as the person to call, right? So you don't want to hurt yourself by just trying to add things, but you want to add things that will make the core better or the business better. And add-ons are that. You got to think of what add-ons work for you. Maybe it's Christmas lights. Maybe it's screen repair, right? Things you just maybe haven't done that you're going to add on. don't go crazy with add-ons. You still want to be specialized, and you still want to have people think of you as the guy who knows it, the expert, if you will. But add-on services can be really, really big. And I think so many people are just leaving money on the table. Like, it pains me to see sometimes when people are like, yeah, I only do outside window cleaning. And that's cool if that's what you want to do. But your company will not make as much money as somebody who does inside and outside. That's just a guaranteed. If you do not do pressure washing, you're not going to make as much as somebody who does. That's just kind of the overall sense to it. So don't go crazy with it, but do enough things to make sense. Remember, you said you were going to do these 5 things. The last one is the big one. The last one is the real, absolute, mind-blowing change. And if you listened to last week, you know more on this dentist close. And I talk about it a lot, so I'm not going to go into it too much. Again, dentist close is as simple as this. It's just at the end of your job, you cleaned everything and you're going over it with the customer, you say, hey, listen to this very carefully. You say, okay, and finally, for your next appointment, did you want to do 3 months or did you want to do 6 months? 6 months gets you to April 7th, and that would also be a morning appointment if that works. Or it would be, 3 months or 6 months, which gets you to April 12th, and we have a morning or afternoon appointment. That's how you ask. Don't go into it asking it a different way, like, and did you want to have us come back? Like, don't do that. Do the dentist close right. I know that you don't want to be scripted. I understand that. But follow it until it becomes natural. For your next appointment, did you want to do 3 months or did you want to wait 6 months? 6 months gets you to October 2nd, and we have a morning appointment or an afternoon appointment. I'm putting them out. They're the happiest they've ever been. I'm going to get them in and repeat. And the people who change into repeat are the ones that are going into 2025. But it's a couple days into 2025. How much money do you have on the books? Well, it's January. We don't have a lot. But we do like spring advertising. We'll fill that up. People will call us. Oh, you're just hoping that everybody calls you and does. Okay. New people are going to call you. You're going to do a rap. You're going to do SEO. You're going to do all these other things. But guess what? What if you had a bunch of people, like 95% of the people you did last year, already on the schedule? And 95% of those people are now doing their windows every 6 months, at least. Well, yeah, we have a lot of repeat, but no, stop. Look at your actual numbers. When somebody calls you, it's after 2 years when their windows are dirty enough, they notice to call you. They've missed 4 cleanings in those times if they were doing it every 6 months, and they're happy to do that. Dentist close, you will still have the new people coming in. You will still be able to focus on your SEO, your vehicle wraps, your advertising, all of that stuff you do every year to get those new people to find you. That's just on top of your entire year. Instead of those people getting it done once a year, now do it twice a year. You just doubled your company instantly. And all the people who now didn't, use you, you're relevant. It absolutely will change everything you do. And you said you were going to do this. Hopefully you watched last week's episode. It gives you a little bit more. I'm not going to go, like I said, too into it this time, but it is phenomenal. It is so phenomenal in the growth because up until the point that we even started talking about the dentist close, silly name, I know, it's just you to comprehend it. People go, no, I don't bug them. I don't ask my customers. They'll call me when they need it. Don't do that. Then there's no frequency. There's no guarantee. There's no nothing. Take it in your hands. We're changing business. 2025 is going to be the year that you look back and go, dang, that was the year that everything changed. Like I had a job in 2024, but in 2025 I had a business. Like that was crazy. And it's all because of some simple things. Simple changes make huge differences. And that's what you can do. So hopefully you do some of those things, but hopefully you're going to enjoy 2025. Hopefully it's going to be amazing for you. I would like to make it amazing for your ordering supplies. Gosh, I should probably write down better segues. But I'm a rep for windowcleaner.com, the greatest place, the largest window cleaning supplier in the world. We have the most inventory that's paid for in our warehouse than any company out there. We ship same day, as long as you order before 4 o'clock East Coast time. You get to talk to me. But my number is 862-312-2026. I want to be your rep. I want to be the guy that you call or text. You're like, I'm going to put some stuff in. Hey, you know what? Don't even save your card if you don't want. Just be like, hey, Jersey, I need a pack of 14-inch rubber and an array, 2 on the Ninja scrapers, and let's do some scrim. Cool. Let me pull you up. I'm going to pull you up, verify your address, put it all in there, get you the discounts, free gifts, all of those things. Plus, it's going to cost you nothing extra. No money extra for you at all. I get credit for the sale, and I can continue to feed my family. There you go. Again, 862-312-2026 is my cell. Call me. That would be amazing. Also, get a subscription to the American Window Cleaner magazine. Yes, real paper magazine. Real paper magazine. Shipped to your door every single month. Go to awcmag.com. Get a subscription and be the coolest person on your block. In my eyes. Anyway, I hope you guys are going to have a great 2025. I hope you let me be your rep this year. But more importantly, I hope you go out there and be epic.